Welcome to another episode of Marine Science Facts. Today we will explore a brand new study.
You may have seen news reports or photos. Beaches buried under thick mats of brown seaweed. Coastlines from the Caribbean to the Gulf of Mexico and beyond are struggling with endless cleanups, strong smells, and impacted tourism. For years, people have wondered, where does all this sargassum come from? And what exactly is making it explode in numbers? According to scientists, the long-standing mystery has finally begun to unravel. In a new study published in Nature Geoscience, researchers pinpoint a powerful natural engine behind the surge, deep water nutrients, and tiny nitrogen-fixing microbes teaming up to fuel sargassum growth. It works like this. Beneath the surface of the equatorial Atlantic Ocean, deep water full of phosphorus, a vital nutrient for plant life, occasionally rises up toward the sunlit surface. This process, known as upwelling, happens when winds and ocean circulation displace surface water and allow cooler, nutrient-rich water to well up. When that phosphorus-rich water reaches the surface, it drifts north with currents toward warmer tropical waters. But phosphorus is only half the story. Floating on the sargassum itself are colonies of tiny bacteria, cyanobacteria, which are capable of pulling nitrogen gas from the air and converting it into a form the seaweed can use, a process called nitrogen fixation. These microbes act like natural fertilizer factories, supplying sargassum with nitrogen even in waters where nitrogen is otherwise scarce. The result? Sargassum gets an abundant supply of both phosphorus and nitrogen, the two key nutrients needed for explosive growth. When both nutrients are available in the right mix, sargassum flourishes. Satellite images and field measurements show that record-breaking seaweed masses and beach strandings since 2011 line up closely with years of strong upwelling and high nutrient delivery. Coral ring data, layers in the skeletons of corals that archive past ocean chemistry, even reveal increasing nitrogen fixation over the last century, with sharp spikes coinciding with the biggest sargassum years. What this means in real life: instead of being a rare, natural anomaly, sargassum blooms are becoming a chronic feature of the tropical Atlantic, driven by a nutrient engine invisible to the naked eye. These massive mats drift with currents, sometimes reaching coasts in enormous quantities, disrupting tourism, coastal economies, local ecosystems, and even human health when decaying seaweed releases hydrogen sulfide or other gases. Beaches that once felt like paradise now often open with warning signs and removal crews. At the same time, sargassum isn't all bad. At sea, drifting mats provide habitat, shelter, and feeding grounds for marine creatures from fish and crabs to seabirds. But the sheer scale of recent growth has tipped the balance. What once may have been environmentally neutral or even beneficial is now a hazard for coasts and communities. The study also offers hope. By monitoring the climate and ocean conditions that trigger the nutrient upwelling, like wind patterns, sea surface temperatures, and equatorial currents, scientists believe we may be able to forecast future bloom events. That could give coastal communities early warning and maybe time to prepare cleanups or mitigation strategies. Still, the findings carry an urgent warning. The same climate changes, shifts in ocean temperature, winds, circulation, that drive upwelling may themselves evolve under global warming. As the researchers caution, these blooms don't rely on human pollution or river runoff as once assumed. Instead, they are powered by large-scale ocean and climate dynamics. That means sargassum outbreaks could become more frequent or more severe, even if we manage land-based pollution perfectly. For everyone living near or visiting affected coasts, and for policymakers and environmental planners, the message is clear. The seaweed problem may be natural, but it is not permanent in its old form. It's a new reality, shaped by shifting ocean chemistry and climate forces. Our response needs to be equally adaptive: better monitoring, early warning systems, collaborations across countries, and resilient coastal management. Because whether we like it or not, the Atlantic Ocean is changing, and sargassum, propelled by deep-sea nutrients and microscopic partners, might just be the most visible sign.
If you enjoyed today's content, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that notification bell. Let us know in the comments which fascinating ocean facts you want to hear more about.